Herbal Soul. I went to the herb store. I went into town today and got some herbs, and so this is a herb haul that I wanted to share with you all. These are some herbs and plants that we use for our own personal supply. We use for our products that we sell, and in reference to herbs and products, we do also order lots of herbs from other companies such as Star West, Frontier Co-op. There's so many, Mountain Rose. Those are all quality herbs. So wherever we get our herbs are definitely high quality, organic, and fresh. So, okay, so I have peppermint here. This is peppermint. This is so good for pain, flavor. I use it in our muscle rubs. I use it in teas. Yeah, so I got some peppermint, fresh peppermint. Also, chamomile. Chamomile, of course, we all know it's a popular plant. We use this in our pain tea blends, pain tincture, sleep tincture. We have a sleep tea blend as well. So basically, most of the tinctures that we make, we can also make it in a tea formula as well. So this is our chamomile we got. Yeah, smells so good. Next, dandelion root. Root. Love this stuff. So I pair this usually with burdock root. And right now I'm attempting to grow my own organic dandelion root. So anyway, I usually pair these two with turmeric for an anti-inflammatory tincture that I make. So these are two bitters as well, so it's great for the gastrointestinal system as well, nausea and things like that. So, but I pair these two together with turmeric for inflammation, any skin issues, so many things, especially the inflammation. So that arthritis, okay, gout. A lot of our customers love. This is a popular tincture that we have, the dandelion and burdock root with turmeric, because these are all anti-inflammatories. And also, I can't really say it here on YouTube, but these two plants, along with turmeric, are great for, how do I put it? It starts with a C, okay? So kind of use your imagination with that, okay? So as far as the cells, the actual cells that are in our body that can turn into those, these plants are great with eliminating those cells. Look it up. There's so many books, herb books, herbalism books. There's so many reputable herbal schools and books and references online that confirm that too. There has been some peer review journals as well that say that these two plants will eliminate that. I can't say it on here, but use your imagination. It starts with a C. And it's not the C that started about 4 or 5 years ago, okay? All right, black cohosh. This is a beauty here. So I use this for our, we have a fibroid tea blend, a fibroid care package that we offer to our customers to help them with the fibroid tumors and to help with pain and the shrinkage of the actual tumor, okay? So black cohosh is good for that. It's good for menopause symptoms, PMS symptoms, PCOS, and I usually pair it with this chasteberry tree as well. So these two are just wonderful together, along with a few other herbs. There's many different formulas that that we use, as far as combinations and throwing them together for certain conditions. So black cohosh is excellent for the hot flashes, menopause. and also chaseberry tree as well. And it's just good for a lot of look them up. Just don't believe me. Okay, next, cat's claw. I don't know if you can see that. This is excellent for, it's nutritive as well, but it's really good for high blood pressure. Cat's claw. And these herbs are wonderful. All herbs are wonderful because they're multi-use, multi-purpose. So it may help for some multiple things, not just one that it's known for. So anyway, cat's claw bark for hypertension. And we do use this in some of our blends that in relation to hypertension. Next, ginger. That's an excellent, this is a spice we have in our, most people have in their cabinets, kitchen cabinets. So ginger, pretty much self-explanatory. It's just great for nausea. It's great for high blood pressure. It's great flavoring. It's great for inflammation. So many things. You can cook with it. You can use it in your blends. I use it in our fiber tea blend as well. I just sprinkle a little powder. So yeah. All right, next we have nettle leaf. Nettle leaf, I love this. This is high in nutrients. It's like a superfood, super plant. High in vitamins and nutrients. I use this in our lung. We have a lung tincture blend, just for the nutritive qualities that will support with the other herbs. So this is a plant that we use in our lung health blend, tea blend and tincture. So yes, high in nutrients. Also use it in our, we have a general tea, general health tea blend that we use, that we take every day. So nettles are so good, high in nutrients. It's good for hypertension, so many things. One thing with the herbs is that everybody's body chemistry is different. So basically, it may take 2 to 6 weeks, depending on the person, the chemistry, with their histories as far as their body and things like that. You may not see any results until 2 to 6 weeks, so you really have to be patient when you're working with these herbs and plants. You really have to be patient, but they do work. They really do work. And you know, this is God's medicine. So that's how I see it. It's God's medicine, time, patience. It will definitely heal you. And then there's deficiencies we have, so in our body. So basically, these deficiencies, these plants will help your body with the deficiencies that some of us may have. Star anise. Look at that, beautiful, nice spice. We use this for our morning tea blend, and this is high in, I believe, vitamin C, and it's excellent for colds and prevention of colds, and has a nice, wonderful flavor too. Star anise. All right, next is white willow bark. Pain. This is excellent for pain. We use this in our pain tea blend, our pain tincture. So it's a wonderful story about white willow bark. Of course, it's from a tree, and I believe it's the aspirin. This aspirin, there's an ingredient in aspirin, salicylate, that is derived. The aspirin that we take over the counter, the main ingredient is this salicylate, which is from this actual tree. Look it up. All right, next we have roses, rose petals, rose buds, and so I use this in our fiber tea blend, and you know, it's a great, it has a great flavor. It's rose, high in vitamin C as well. Right, so this is organic, so I mean, great to grow it and just kind of pick it and eat it as you go along, knowing that you no chemicals and hasn't been treated with anything bad for our bodies. But rose petals and buds are excellent. Also good for your skin. I use a lot of, I use castor oil. And then what I do is I use certain plants in my castor oil. I do an infusion, and roses is one of the main ingredients. It's great for your skin. I have very sensitive skin, so Rose buds, rose petals, rose hips, all of those things are excellent for your skin. So this is used in our, I have a skin blend infusion that I use for my personal use. But we also use rose petals in our hair elixir and our muscle rub, okay? So it's really good for your skin. All right, next is cloves. See that? So we use this, I mean, there's several things I want to say about the clove. So it's anti-parasitic. So we use this in our morning tea blend. So we just take it every day. You know, parasites are just, you know, today's foods are bad quality. And so there's always a scare of parasites. So I incorporate this in our morning tea blend to just help flush out any parasites, along with anything else we take, and along with diet modification, because you don't want parasites. Anyway, it has a nice flavor. These are cloves that are in your kitchen cabinet, the spice. I used to see when I was a lot younger, was a little girl, you know, some aunties, they would use this along with ham. I mean, they would use it on the ham. And I heard a story that, of course, they tasted well together, and I stopped eating ham a long time ago. I don't eat any pork, so. But there's a story that cloves, because it tastes well, that's one thing, but they would use the cloves in the pork or the ham to eliminate any potential parasites. So this is an old, I think, old recipe remedy thing that they used to use back in the day. So anyway, cloves. Also use cloves in our muscle rub, and I think that's about it. I mean, the possibilities are endless. You study the herbs, you study and look things up, look at peer-reviewed journals and other information that confirm the certain actions that these plants and herbs perform. It's just wonderful. All right, so this is spearmint. This is like one of my favorite tea leaves. Tastes so good, okay? Spearmint. This is good for pain as well, okay? So I use this in our, if someone has a special request for, they don't want to have to taste the bitterness of any of the herbs, so I will counter the bitter herb flavor with some spearmint. In our fibroid tea blend, our pain tea blend, possibilities are endless. Spearmint. Okay, oregano. What can I say about this? Oregano, I've grown to appreciate the flavor of oregano. Okay, so, but I use it in our fibroid tea blend. This plant is such a good plant, high in nutrition. It's almost like a miracle plant that God made. So, of course, Italian cuisine, that's big, but also it's good for the lungs, clearing out phlegm and mucus and sputum in the lungs. You know what you can do with oregano if you're feeling sick and you're getting a lot of fluid in your lungs? Again, this is a spice in our cabinets. You can do what we used to do back in the day. Boil a pot of water, put some oregano in there. What I've done is black seed oil, just pour it in there as well, and just use your imagination. Eucalyptus, but if you don't have any of those things, you can use your oregano. Pour it in boiling water. Let it just boil just a little bit, a few minutes. Put a towel over your head and breathe in the healing properties of this plant, oregano. It will help clear your sinus passages, your nasal passages, and your chest. As far as the sputum and the phlegm, the cough, all that stuff. So if you have a history of asthma, things like that, this will help clear your lungs out. And also I just want to say I'm not a doctor, so you always want to consult with your medical professional, nurse practitioner, your clinical herbalist, your medical doctor, your physician's assistant. Always consult with your medical professional when you're incorporating, when you're just starting to incorporate new plants and remedies into your life. That's always a number one. And hopefully you'll have a provider that you can work with as far as the herbs. And because herbs and modern medicine can work together. You just have to, again, be patient. You have to know what you're taking, study them. Study the herbs, and then, hopefully, God willing, you have a provider that's willing to work with you with the plants and herbs. I've seen some cases where some people will taper off of a high blood pressure medication while incorporating bits and bits of herbs into their diet modification, and to where their blood pressure is stabilized, along with any other ailments that they may have, like a high cholesterol issue, diabetes. There's a way that you can taper off of medications, but you have to do it under a provider's care, some type of professional care. And you really need to know your body. Know your body. That's the best advice I can give. The last item, the last plant I have is this hibiscus flower. I love hibiscus. This is really good for high blood pressure. It's also good for flavoring. It's high in nutrients. It has a nice sour, tangy taste. So I'm going to take this and grind them up, and then I'll have it in a powder form. I can also use it in a tea form as well, but I love the powder because we do have a superfood that we sell and we use personally every day, and it's a green powder superfood. And it's green powder superfood. So what do you think it tastes like? It tastes like the earth a little bit. So in some cases, some of our customers, they like the hibiscus powder. They'll put a little bit in there, but my thought is, you want things to taste like how they're supposed to taste. It's more natural. It's natural. It's untouched with natural flavorings, poisonous flavorings. What's that color? Colored. I think it's color number 40. That has bad things in it that makes your food taste good. My thing is this: things don't always have to taste good. If it tastes really good, that means it may not be good for you. Kind of think about that. Anyway, I just wanted to share the herbs that I recently picked up, and and just give herbs, give them a chance. Do your own due diligence and look things up. Just don't believe what I'm telling you. Look things up, and pay attention to your body, your signs and symptoms. Get a good provider. Be your own advocate as far as your health. Okay? Because health is wealth. And so anyway, that's all I wanted to share with you. Have a blessed day and a blessed week ahead. And just be well, take care of yourself, and just love. Blessings and shalom.